and you said Bitcoin's not a weapon, but I think it can be, it can be compared to one because money is power and power can be a weapon. And to me, it is the first ever, and I guess this is an analogy because it's not necessarily a weapon, but the first ever asymmetrical weapon of war. The concept of asymmetrical warfare is ancient. It goes back to the art of war before that. That's kind of the first part that was really canonized. But an asymmetrical weapon is a totally different animal. And what I mean by that is, let's say we had the most peaceful little settlement on the planet, but no one owned a gun. And we went from our 0 to 1 wasn't to a matchlock. It was to fully automatic AKs. And so you and me and 1,000 other people had AK-47s in our little camp. And we were just very benevolent. We're not going to go out and hurt anybody. But all of a sudden, when we're attacked, you pop 1 or 2 people. They figure it out and go, no, don't bother these people anymore. What would ruin that for us is that technology getting into the hands of, let's call them our enemies or our adversaries. Because now we would go back to a symmetrical form of war. We both have the same weapon. To me, for the first time in history with Bitcoin, we have a thing. If an adversary adopts it, you benefit. It doesn't matter who, every single person, entity, whoever. People are like, well, what if the Federal Reserve starts putting on the balance sheet? Please. That'll just get to the world you and I want faster. Like
right.
What if they hoard, half the supply? Fine. Make a Satoshi worth $1. See if I cry. Right? Like there is no downside in any entity, any group, any people adopting it if you're already in the game. Now, if you're not in the game, maybe that's not as true. But if you're in the game, then every single person that makes one tweak, it makes the Lightning Network a little better for everybody. And I've never seen anything I've studied it and I've tried to find a thing that worked like that, where everybody benefited when anybody adopted it. I've never seen anything else in society. And that's why I think we'll have this tipping point. And I want to mention for you at the end here, for those who might be new to you, one of the things you're really known for is a series of articles kind of under the framework of gradually then suddenly. And I have a link in the show notes for everybody to check out. I really think you should read it if you want a deeper understanding of Bitcoin. But I think this is kind of how we get there. And I think if you would have told somebody 10 years ago we'd be where we are with Bitcoin, they would have said you were crazy. But when you show them where they are today, they'll say, well, if you were that good, you should be further. And I think that is kind of that gradually then suddenly thing. Like, it will be one big moment where it happens almost overnight, but it really might be a couple decades of build up to it.